Hey, what's up guys, Trex here, back with another episode of Trex Plays. This time we'll be playing the wonderful, fantastic, beautiful, amazing game, Thomas Was Alone, and a few quick apologies. Number one, this will be going out really late because I fell asleep earlier this evening before I was going to record. And number two, I'm kind of sick, so it kind of hurts, so this is going to be a shorter video, but we're going to be playing Thomas Was Alone. You've probably heard of this. It's the shape platformer narrative, and it is genuinely one of the best games there's on Steam. I've 100%ed it completely. All the achievements, pickups, beaten the game, everything. It's just amazing, and I highly recommend you buy it. It has an amazing soundtrack, kind of like the FTL soundtrack. It's got incredible artwork, lighting, gameplay, and the narration and the storytelling is just over the top. I'll give you an example. Let's begin a new game, shall we? The program was a failure. People forget this. It was a massive flop. The coders started adding name strings to the AIs as a joke. Thomas AT23612 wasn't special.
Thomas was alone. Wow. A weird first thought to have.
So this is what this game focuses on. It's like a narration with storytelling. Whenever there's narration, I'll be quiet so you guys can listen to it because it's incredible. But it's a platformer, as you can see, where you guide shapes through levels to different doors, and it's a puzzle platformer, and it's amazing. So let's come down here, trying to get to the door.
Thomas decided to start listing his observations for posterity.
Yes, for posterity.
1. The whole alone thing. 2. Portals. They led somewhere. He'd yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling. He was almost as good at falling as he was at observing.
So this game is probably one of the most perfect games I've ever played. It's just a story about rectangles going through levels, and it's got the best ending levels, best ending I've seen in a game. It's amazing. So go and play this game.
Okay, interesting. Thomas couldn't fall past this block. Think, damn it, think. What if there was some kind of inverted fall? Some way to... what's the word? Jump.
So
It worked! Thomas had solved the great inverted fall mystery.
So hopefully you're inspired to get this game by this. I'm only going to be playing the first few levels, but yes.
Big jump. But Thomas noted there was no real danger in missing it. The world didn't want him to fail.
Oh, kind of ended the narration. Oh, and now we meet our enemy, water.
This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to...
We restarted. What were you saying, Mr. Narrator?
This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment.
Alrighty, so as you saw, the world collapsed behind me right there. But yes, I believe...
Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but there wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right, which might, or might not, be important.
It's amazing, as I've said before. It's about rectangles, and I love it. So the game link is in the description. It's only $10, I believe.
It might have been paranoia again, but Thomas could have sworn the world was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills.
And it's one of the...
Designed just for him. He wondered why. Was the world testing him? No. Too obvious.
It's one of the best $10 I've ever spent. So here we go. We're just going to complete the first few levels. We're on 08, pass through spawn points.
Something about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim in it.
So the water is our main enemy.
Note. 4. Water. Not good. To be avoided.
Ah, I can't jump. That's weird. Alrighty. Why can't I jump? There we go. And through the portal. To the next level, onwards and upwards. Ah, this one's complicated looking.
The loneliness was getting to Thomas. No amount of observation or obsessive note-taking could combat that.
I played this game to 100% all in one night. I was just sitting there. I just played through the first few levels, and I kept playing, beat the game, went back through, picked up all the collectibles, got all the achievements, and dang it, got all the achievements in it. It only took me about 3 hours. It's a short game. It's a semi-easy game, but it's one of the most enjoyable experiences you'll ever have. So have you bought this game yet? Do yourself a favor and buy this game just as soon as possible. Keep missing that jump. Okay, just do yourself a favor, buy this ASAP, because it's one of my favorite games of all time, which, by the way, I will be making a video about sometime eventually. Nope, can't reach that. But there's not just Thomas, there's other characters that help you along the way that you'll meet, and they all have their own different names, they all have different stories, and they all have different personalities, and they each have their special abilities. They're geometrical shapes, they're like squares and rectangles and stuff, and they have more character than most figures in AAA games. It's incredible. And I think I've said that it's incredible enough about this game, but I'm just trying to feel sick. I'm gonna get a drink of water.
Thomas had a new theory. The world was training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper.
Alrighty, so this is a dangerous level.
He was evolving. He just wished he had someone to share it with.
So, yeah, that's kind of a hint to the next character. As you see, I'm being a little bit quiet during this video because this game is gorgeous and I'm sick. But you can just listen to the soundtrack, listen to the sound effects, listen to the narration. I believe this game has like an 89 Metascore, maybe. Deserves a 99. That's what I'd say. Here we go. We're done with the pre-log. I submitted hundreds of bug reports. I told that idiot this would happen. Overlapping scripts. More than one AI was bound to be spawned into an environment at some point. Turns out I missed the point. That little error changed everything. And now we have unlocked another character.
An immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
In each of these shapes, each of these squares and rectangles have their own story, they have their own special abilities, they have their own mood, they have so much depth to them, and they're a two-dimensional geometrical shape. So, that's where I'm going to end this video, guys. I hope you like this video. Please go buy this game. It's absolutely amazing. I hope there's a sequel coming out. But yeah, anyways, so they've each got their own little characters, and yeah, so if you liked the video, then make sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel for more. It really helps out a lot, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.
Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times.
And that's the final narrative.
Not technically graceful, it's probably the wrong word, but you know, fine. There was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
That's the final narration I'll include in this video. But anyways, guys, see you next time. Goodbye.